Hey everybody, welcome to Wright at the Movies. If you're looking for reviews on movies, you've come to the right place. Today I'm talking about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. So at this point, I'm sure we all know the Marvel Universe is huge. There's tons of characters, and they all have movies and spin-offs. And now there's spin-offs of spin-offs. It gets nuts, it gets crazy, and it doesn't get any crazier than Guardians of the Galaxy. And I'm happy to say the Marvel tradition of making fun, silly, over-the-top, and crowd-pleasing, solid superhero movies is still going strong. This is the most non-review ever. I mean, it's good. Again. Duh.
Showtime, a-holes!
This time the gang's all back and they're doing their whole space renegades thing. They're running around in space, they're hanging out in space, they're stealing stuff in space, and they're shooting people in space. They're getting paid, they're listening to awesome music, and they get wrapped up in this whole big thing, and etc, blah blah blah. They end up meeting Star-Lord's dad, played by none other than Kurt Russell. Enough said.
After all these years, I've found you.
And who the hell are you?
I'm your dad, Peter.
And guys, I loved it. Now obviously that's easy for someone like me to say. I love comic book movies and I loved the first one so much, so that's not really saying a lot, but I'm serious. This movie's really good. Guardians of the Galaxy still really does stand apart from the rest of the Marvel Universe in a way that's kind of hard to define, you know, like Ant-Man, Captain America, Doctor Strange. These movies are all really solid and people really like them. Guardians always feels like it's something different. It's setting itself apart. They're radically different and fun and weird, and did I mention fun? These movies are just a hoot to watch. Yeah, that's right, I said it, a hoot. Sue me. Chris Pratt's Star-Lord is alone perfection, right? He's not only a tough, awesome hero to root for, but he's also really silly and goofy. You totally believe in him and his abilities, but he's also kind of a doofus. And that's awesome that you can have that duality and have the characters still feel consistent. But then you also throw in the rest of the family, Gamora, Drax, Rocket, and now Baby Groot, and you have something really magical. These characters really feel like a family, and I know that's something cheesy to say in film reviews now, but I'm serious. These guys, they've got it. Even the smaller characters like Yondu and Nebula really help this cast shine, and it makes all the worlds so much more colorful. Sometimes literally.
You feel love.
No, I don't.
For her.
No.
But what can I say about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 that you probably haven't already guessed? The soundtrack is phenomenal. Half the songs are already stuck in my head. And okay, Baby Groot is quite possibly the cutest thing that's ever been put on film. Ever. It's seriously a problem. Send help.
Don't push this button, because that will set off the bomb immediately and we'll all be dead.
And Kurt Russell as Ego, aka Star-Lord's father, is the most perfect casting ever. And I know I say that a lot, right? I love casting when it's on the nose, but at the same time, this casting in this character, it just feels like it's meant to be.
You know what old Jack Burton always says at a time like this?
Who?
Who?
Well, Star-Lord, man. Legendary outlaw.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 is the typical summer blockbuster sequel, you know? Everything's bigger and badder and louder, and there's more going on, and it's more complicated. There's more characters, there's higher stakes, and there's a better villain. And it just cranks everything up to 11. And that doesn't always work for every franchise, but here it just does. That's not to say that the movie's perfect, because it's not. As I've said before, many times, there's no such thing as a perfect movie. You know, there's some pacing issues that I don't quite like, there's a couple characters that don't get a ton of screen time, and the ending does get a little bit exhausting. But that's all nitpicks to this movie that I still loved so much. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 is the kind of perfect start to the summer blockbuster season that I was hoping for. It's got me in such a good mood, and I'm humming all these new songs. It's fun, it's colorful, and I'm ecstatic. Like, this is exactly what I needed. Yeah, I had some nitpicky problems with it, and I would probably still prefer the first movie as opposed to this one, just in level of structure, just in level of solid movie making. I think the first one works better, but that's not to say that this one isn't also great. We get a lot more action, we get a lot more substance to our characters, and it's finally able to do the really, really weird stuff, which is saying a lot. It's probably going to be the best blockbuster of the season, and you just have to check it out, okay? Just watch it. Like, we're all pretending that you haven't already seen it, or that you're at least planning to see it. Because come on, you're gonna watch it. You're gonna watch it. I'm gonna give Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 2 thumbs up. Did you see Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2? What did you think? Comment down below. Thanks for watching Right at the Movies. Please remember to like and subscribe, and you can check out another review right there.